This is a fun review for the people today. The Avengers Quinjet. I didn't exactly get this day one, but I basically did. And it was an interesting story because for what I paid for this is definitely one of my favorite sets of the year at the moment. But I didn't pay retail. So the story about how I got this set so early and so cheap is actually kind of funny because my friend Andy sent a link of an eBay seller, and before he can even get the words out his mouth, is this legit? Me and my friend Jeff had already bought the other ones that were for sale out from underneath his nose. Because I looked at it real fast, boom, toy seller who sold 2K items in the past. Oh, he's legit, 100% feedback. Bought it, came here. Why was it on sale? Because the box was super damaged and dented. I don't care whatsoever. But walking into this review, even though I paid $80 myself, I'm sitting there looking at it in the idea of what are you guys gonna pay? Odds are it's gonna be more than that. So let's walk into this review. Shout out my boy Andy for sending the link. Here's his channel right up here. Go say Andrew sent him and he's sorry for stealing the deal out from underneath him, but he appreciates it. But let's hop into review because I really like this set. So let's begin with the minifigures, which I actually think are the most disappointing part of the set. First thing you get, Black Widow. This is the same Black Widow you get in many other sets. At least it's the same as the one in the airport battle. It's a decent enough figure. It's just not an interesting one. And the fact you only get 5 in here, and I'd say there are very much uninteresting characters in this set, yeah, it's a little disappointing that we did end up getting her and not a Hulk or something. Another character that's very disappointing to me, even though I do like his outfit. I do like the red, I do like the black. This face is just not Hawkeye. The hair is fine. It's just, I'm pretty sure this is one of those faces they just use for everybody. And you have another problem with that with the Quicksilver that comes in the set, but we'll get to that soon. Next figure, which I also am just not too interested in, is Iron Man. Same Tony Stark you get all the time. Even though this variation of the armor I haven't had myself before, I do like all the golden paint on it. And it's a decent figure, it's just, yeah, Iron Man's a figure I just have so many variants of, and I do not care to collect a billion different variations of Iron Man. So, for the one that you get in the set, it is indeed decent, but when it comes to the figures, it's the last 2 figures that save this set a little bit for me. One of them being Ultron, which I'm not sure if this is a new version of Ultron. This is definitely not the same version that comes in Avengers Tower that I own. I very much really like the printing on this guy. Leg printing, no arm printing, but I don't think he needs it. But head printing, back head printing, it all looks very good on him. I like this figure a lot, but for me, it's not the highlight of the set. Because the highlight of the set is indeed Quicksilver. The first Quicksilver you get in what, 10 years or something? It's insane. And yeah, back printing, front printing. That is indeed Quicksilver. Would be nice to have printed legs, but do you really need it? I don't really think so. The one issue I do know is that they reused this face a couple times. And while I do think it works good on Quicksilver here, it would be nice if he had an exclusive face. Decent back printing face, and I do really like the hair on him. It does fit Quicksilver perfectly. Like, that is a Quicksilver figure. I'm glad we finally got one again. I'm glad we got another Quicksilver figure, but I do wish the quality was a bit higher on this. And on top of the figures, you do end up getting this motorcycle for Black Widow that I do think looks very nice. There's sticker detailing on the side. And me personally, I don't think I've seen the red like interior rims for the tires on the bike before, so that makes this one stand out just a little bit, and I do like it. It's just a nice little addition to add to the set. And before we get into the set itself, I do want to show off the stand because I do think the stand is very nice. It has this beautiful rotating gears on the top so you can rotate them and it stays in place no matter how you rotate it. But as you can see with the Quinjet, underneath it, pretty plain. There is some pretty nice sticker detailing at the bottom, but it does connect perfectly to the stand with these plates. These little pegs fit right up in there. And when they slide right on top of it, they stick together with the little studs, clicks down, and it's in place. That thing is not falling off unless you just completely break the stand or the stand falls over. That thing is sturdy. But as you can also see with the stand, there is a bunch of points on it where you can just set things up to have a display. They say put the motorcycle there, Ultron flying out at the bottom, Iron Man flying out at the top. They got Quicksilver running on the base. And in the instructions, they got our boy Hawkeye in the actual pilot seat, which then just clicks on. Once again, reconnect. And now you got your full display. But now let's go over the main portion of the Quinjet itself. And I very much love the design of this thing. The thing about the Quinjet for me is that when it comes down to this set, I haven't had this ship in a full-sized version since the original Avengers drop. I have waited for another version of the Quinjet. I almost got the recent one that was a remake of the one from the original first Avengers that came with Loki. But at the end of the day, I am glad I waited because I think this is the best version we have gotten so far. But I think it's mainly because I love the colors. The paneling on the top with the blue, the red, the gray, it just looks so nice and it doesn't blend in with everything else that's on my display. I'm a big Star Wars guy, so a lot of things are gray, black, but this, it's mostly blue, and I very much enjoy that. It has a beautiful wingspan, but the wings can also fold up. It be in this landing position, which I think looks good, but I would never display it like that, especially when it comes with the stand. That's very nice. It just makes it fly. But the shape is very nice, and I do very much love how the cockpit slopes down. And when you take off the top, you see that you can fit definitely a couple more figures in here. And in the back of this ship, you can actually fit the motorcycle. You can fit Black Widow on her bike in the back. And the fact there's 3 seats means you can fit all the heroes you get in your set in the ship. That's not something you can get all the time. So the fact that that works perfectly is just a plus to this amazing set as is. Of course, one thing I would like to point out is that most of these stickers are on the clear sticker sheets. So you do get air bubbles. It is very hard to not notice it. And yeah, while that's a little bit of an issue, for me, it's not the biggest deal breaker. It's more the fact of, is this bad boy sturdy? Can it handle itself? And very much so, it can. While it's a beast and while it's big, you can hold it by the end of the wings and it is not going to fall apart. Putting the windshield back on the front, taking Black Widow out the back, and putting it once again back on the stand. This set is very much one of the best Marvel sets I've gotten. Even though the minifigures are a bit lackluster, you do get your first Quicksilver in a long time, and you get a really good version of Ultron and a pretty solid version of Iron Man. For those alone, I was interested to get it just so I don't have to pay $80 for a Quicksilver. Instead, I can pay $80 for the ship that looks this nice. So now it comes down to the fact of, would I have spent $140 on this? Probably not. But if I did spend $140 on it, I cannot see myself disliking it. It's huge. It's big. It has a footprint that makes it look good. So at the end of the day, if you do want to get this set, I don't blame you. Go ahead, buy it. You'll enjoy yourself. It's a fun build. It's a good time. It's a great set that's going to look really good on display. So let me know, what do you guys think about this set? Shout out to my channel members. They're listed right here. At the end of all my videos, I'll be shouting out my channel members, so I appreciate you guys. But I appreciate everyone for sticking around and joining me. And if you guys want to see more content of mine, I have a second channel that does indeed exist that I am rebranding and just doing movie reviews and anything else that is not LEGO related. So check that out, and I will see y'all later. Peace.